Hi friends, welcome to Hemant YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn different types of mutual fund. First of all, let us see what is mutual fund. Mutual fund is established in the form of a trust by a sponsor by raising money from the investors and invest in the stock market and in return gives a dividend or capital appreciation to the investor. So, what is mutual fund? Simply, it takes our money and invest in the stock market, and in return, it gives dividend and capital appreciation. Capital appreciation. Suppose when you see in the picture, there are investors and the fund manager known as mutual fund, and the securities known as secondary market, that is NSE or BSE, and returns are given to investors. Investors gives money to the fund manager, and fund manager in turn invests in securities. And when they invest in the security, they get return. Whether it is a gain or loss, it is passed on to the investors after deducting certain expenditure incurred by mutual funds. First of all, mutual funds is with two types, that is open-ended, close-ended. What is open-ended? Open-ended means uh, it do not limit the number of units it has. For example, when we open ICICI Prudential Technology, you can buy as much as units you can. But whereas some mutual funds says that we only has 1 lakh units and we will sell directly 1 lakh unit first in first out, and when a person wants it they have to buy from secondary market. That is known as closed ended. Yes, open ended is most popular in India, and there are wide varieties of open ended mutual fund schemes in India, whereas closed ended is less popular, but there are mutual funds. For example, when we see in the picture, SBI Tax Advantage Series 3 regular plan, 1 year return, 3 year 5, these are closed ended, which we can see in the secondary market. Before entering into the topic, we have to see about entry load and exit load. First, what is entry? Entry means entering into any thing, whereas exit means going out is known as exit. So, a mutual fund usually levies entry load. A mutual fund usually levies entry fees when enters into contract with that mutual fund, and mutual fund also levies when it exits from that mutual fund. For example, if we take ICICI Prudential scheme, they take nearly entry load as 0, but exit load is 0.05% if we redeem the mutual fund within 15 days. So, entry load is nothing but the load levied by the mutual fund for entering into the contract with mutual funds. Exit load is a load levied by the mutual fund for exiting the contract. First of all, we have to divide the mutual fund based on investment objective. Suppose I ask a person, why you invest in mutual fund? He said, usually I invest in bank where I requires annual amount. So for getting annual amount, I invest in mutual fund. I asked the second person, why you invest in mutual fund? He said, I'm preparing for my retirement goals. I have to get at least 60 crores from here on, 60 crores after retirement. He said, when we asked the third person, he said, I want both annual return and retirement benefit, he said. And when I asked the other person, he said that in ATC there is specific deduction. That when we invest in mutual fund, we get deduction. So I invest 1,50,000 in mutual funds. So these are nothing but the objectives of different investors to invest in stock market, to invest in mutual funds. First of all, let us see growth funds. Growth funds provide capital appreciation and dividend. Dividend comparatively lower, but it mainly focuses on capital appreciation. When we see in the picture, Axis Growth Opportunity Fund Direct Growth. See, in 1 year it has given 47.24%. It mainly focuses on capital appreciation and dividend. Whereas income funds, this type of mutual funds mainly invest in securities or bonds or treasury bills so that it gets the annual return and in turn give to the investors. Why this fund is established? We see a wide range of customers asking for an annual return because they usually invest in bank. Now they are investing in mutual funds. So here when this type of mutual funds are a little bit less risky because they invest in bonds or debentures or treasury bills or government securities. They are comparatively less than equity. So income funds are regular or guaranteed return on dividend. Portfolio consists of bonds or debentures. They may invest in gift bonds also, gift funds also, and money market fund like that. Third, balanced fund. We see many will say I want dividend and I want capital appreciation. I want annual income and capital appreciation. They say so. Balanced funds provide both dividend and capital appreciation and capped appreciation, so they are known as balanced fund. When we see SBI balanced advanced fund direct growth in 1 month, it has given minus 0.43%. Next, tax saving fund. According to ATC of income tax, 1,50,000 is allowed as deduction in income tax. So here we can see Mirai Asset Tax Saver Fund Direct. Here, due to if an investor wants tax deduction, they have to invest in these funds, provided lock-in period will be 3 years. Next, special funds. These are usually called special funds because let us see. First of all, international fund. This mutual fund raise money in India and invest outside India. Why invest in outside India? When we see in India, in nation there are wide variety of stock markets, Nasdaq, SGS, Nifty. These are USA markets and UK markets like this. In India, suppose a mutual fund has thought that in America returns are going to be expected double, and it thought that it invested in USA. So it has raised money from India and invested in USA for higher return comparative than in India. Offshore India. A mutual fund outside India raised money outside India and invested in India, then that is known as offshore India. Third, sector fund. Sector fund is nothing but it invests in particular fund. For example, we see wide variety of technology funds. ICICI technology funds, ICICI Axis technology funds, wide variety of technology funds. So, sector funds mainly focuses on that particular sector. What is the use of this sector fund and what are the risks of sector funds? You know that technology funds are going beyond limitations, beyond the limits. They are giving higher return when compared to other sectors. When mutual fund mainly concentrate on this technology portfolio, their return is going to be higher. But when that sector falls suddenly, this mutual fund also falls. So there is a little bit risky. For example, when we see Nifty metal falls. Usually last 1 year it has fallen down. So mutual fund also will fall. NAV also will fall. Fund of funds. Suppose you are in a confusion to invest in mutual fund. You saw ICICI Prudential Fund, ICICI Technology Fund, Axis Blue Chip Fund, etc. You saw. You thought that you are in confusion. So you can invest in this fund of funds where this fund invest in other mutual funds. Other mutual funds. So these are known as special funds. Thank you.